What's up guys, Joe here. Today I'm going to teach you how to operate an Abacus, which is one of the first calculators and pieces of technology used to make calculations. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so right here I have a school abacus which has 10 beads on each wire or rod. So this is a 100 bead abacus. Now there's multiple types of abacuses. There's the Chinese one called the swan pin, which has 2 beads in the upper deck and 5 beads in the lower deck, and a Japanese one called the swan pin, which has 1 bead in the upper deck and 5 beads in the lower deck, and a Russian one called the shadi, not sure if I pronounced that right, which is just like a school abacus except it has 4 wires and 10 beads on each one instead. So today I'm going to be demonstrating how to use a school abacus. I'm going to be demonstrating how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So why don't we get started? So let's real quickly review the parts and positioning. So this is of course the bead, and this is the wire or rod, and this outer part is the frame. So now we need to figure out which place value goes where. In this demonstration, this is going to be the ones place for me. You can do the top or bottom. And then this is going to be the tens place and the hundreds place and so on. And this is going to be the billions place because it's the 10th digit. So now let's go through some problem. So let's say I want to do 123 plus 456. So I'm going to be using 3 place values then. So first of all, you'd remove the first bead. You'd move 1 bead because it's for 100. And then 2 beads for 20. And then 3 beads for 3. So that this represents 123. And then we're going to do plus 456. So then right here we're going to move 4 more beads because it's 4. And then plus 5. So then in the 10th place we're going to move 5 more beads. And then plus 6. So in the 6th place we're going to remove 9 more beads. So that should be equivalent to about 579 if you did that right. Hopefully that wasn't too hard to understand. So now we're going to try a problem with 5 digits. So now we're going to try solving a 5-digit problem. So we're going to try adding 23,914 plus 76,334. So that means we're going to have 5 place values. So we're going to move 2 in the 10,000s place, 3 in the thousands place, 9 in the hundreds place, 1 in the tenths place, and 4 in the ones place. So that's 23,914. And then remember we're adding 76,334 to that. So that means we're going to add 7 more beads to this because that's the first digit of what we're adding. So to make 9 total in the 10,000s place. And then we're going to add 6 to this one to make 9 total in that one in thousands as well. And then we're going to move 12 beads in this one. But wait, we don't have enough beads to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move 1 bead to make 10. Then we're going to move this back. And we're going to add a digit to this. That's why it's going to work. And then remember we have 2 left that we need to add to this. So we got the hundreds place taken care of. But then you'll notice that there's 10 in here. And if you were smart, we would optimize that too by adding in a digit to that. And then moving this back to 0. But then you'll notice that there's 10 in the 10,000s as well. So we're going to add 1 to the 100,000s place and then move this back. And then we got the hundreds place taken care of. And then because we're adding 3 to the tenths place because it's 76,334, we're going to move 3 beads to here. And then because we're adding 4 to this one, we're going to move 4 beads in the ones place. And that shouldn't have been too difficult. Hopefully you got 100,248 if you did that correctly. So now let's try another problem. Now, is it possible to have a decimal place? Yes, it is. So if you have a decimal place, just keep note of where you have it by maybe marking the side or else just having 0 beads on a certain wire and keeping track that that's the decimal place. So let's try a sample problem real quickly. So I'm going to do 23.86 plus 51.04. So that means I'm going to be using 5 place values. I'm going to have the hundreds place as the decimal point. So I'm going to move 2 in the tenths place, 3 in the hundreds place, so then I'm just going to leave this blank. And then I'm going to have 8 in the tenths place and 6 in the thousandths place. And then we're going to be adding 51.04 to that. So we're going to be adding, it's just like normal, we're going to be adding 5 in the 10th place for me, and then 1 in the 1's place, and then this is going to be blank once again, and then we're going to be adding 0, in the 10th place, and then we're going to be adding 4 in the thousands place. So that means I can add one more digit to this and move this all back to 0. So if you did that correctly, you should get 74.90, or just 74.9. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to subtract using the abacus. So let's reset this. So I'm not going to try to make it as complicated, because you get the idea of how to use the abacus. It's pretty much the opposite of addition. You're borrowing this time. So let's try 6789 minus 1234. So we're going to be using 4 place values. So we're going to do 6 in the thousands place, 7 in the hundreds place, 8 in the tens place, 9 in the ones place. And then we're going to be subtracting 1,234 from that. So basically all you have to do is, we're going to subtract 1. We're going to go the opposite from the other direction to the first direction we had it. So we're going to do 1 right there. And then we're going to move 2 right here. And we're going to move 3 right there in the tens place. And then we're going to move 4 in the ones place. And if you did that correctly, you should get 5,555. That actually wasn't that difficult. So let's go over another problem real quickly. Okay, so now let's try a question that involves borrowing. So let's try 759 minus 486. So we're going to be using 3 place values. So you want to create a 7 in the hundreds place, a 5 in the tens place, and a 9 in the ones place. So it's 759 minus 486. So we're going to subtract 4 right there. I think we're just going to subtract 4 just like that. And then we're going to be subtracting 8 right here, and we only have 5 beads right there. So what we can do is move the 5, and then we can move this over, I think, 1, or we can borrow 1, and then move this over. And then I believe we have 3 left over, so we can just move 3 over there. And then now we have to subtract 6 from here, so just move that over there. And if you did that correctly, you should have gotten 273. Hopefully that wasn't too much more difficult. Now I'm going to teach you how to multiply. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to multiply. So now I'm going to show you how to do it the way that I know of. So we're going to multiply single digit by single digit first of all. So we're going to have 1 digit right here, and then another digit right here. These are both going to be the ones place because we have a single digit. So let's try 4 times 6. So if you're smart, then I think you would want, we're going to be like kind of borrowing or taking away stuff from right here as we work down here. I'll show you what that means, but if you're smart, you would have the smaller number right here. That would save a bunch of time. So let's try 4 times 6. So I'm gonna have 6 right here, and then 4 right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be doing groups of 6 down here as we're taking away stuff from up here. So let's do it. So 4 times 6. Let's figure that out. Let's take 1 away right here, then do our work right here. And this is actually good because we took 1 away right here, and we already have 6 right there. So that's good. So now let's take another 6 away right here, and we're gonna move 6 more right here. Right now we only have 4 right here, so we're gonna move the 4 right there. Then we're gonna add another digit, move this back, and then our other 2, we're going to move 2 right here. That'll make 6. So we just moved another 6 right there. We have 12 so far. So basically 2 times 6 would be 12. So if we keep going, we're going to take away another one right there. And then we're going to move another 6 right here. So 6 times 3 would be 18, as we can see right there. And then we're going to take away our last one with another 6. So we only have 2 right here. So that means we're going to have 4 to do left. So let's take another digit and add another digit in the tens, move this back. And like I said, we have 4 left because we moved 2 from here before. So let's move the 4 that we have left. So therefore, now that we got all this done, 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's try 12 times 12. So I'm going to have this be the ones place, this be the tens place. So this is going to be 2 right there and 1 right there to make 12. And then up here I'm going to have 12 as well. So I'm going to have this be the tens place, this be the ones place, because it's both digits and stuff that we're working on. So as we know, we're going to be taking 1 away right here, and we already got 12 there, so we're good on that. And then we're going to take another 1 away and do 12 more. So we're going to move 8 right here, so we got to get to 12. So now we have 4 left over, so we can move this over, add 4 more to make 12. And then we're going to borrow this so that we can move this all the way over. So now we're going to do another one. I think we have to take this away. Take 1 away for that. And now we're going to do another 12. So we got 6 in the ones place that we're going to be moving. So that means we have 6 more that we need to move in the bottom to make 12. So we're going to add another digit, then move 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we're going to be working on another one with 12. So we have 4 right here. So that means we have 8 left over. So we can move this over. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then we're going to take another one. And because we're doing 12, we have 2 right here. And now we have 10. So we're going to move this over. And actually we can move this over, this whole thing over, because we've got 10 left over. Then we can move this over, move that back. So now we just got, I think, 60. So now if we move 1 more over and do 12 again, we got 10 right there. So we're going to be adding another digit to that. And we have 2 left over to make 12 because of 10. So now I think we have 72. So now we're going to move this 1 more over, then do 12 more. Move this 8, move that 1, and we have 4 left over to make 12. Take this away. Then we got 6, and we're going to have 6 left over, I believe. So we move this over to here. And then we're going to take that away. We have 4 right there. We're going to have 8 left over to make 12. So that makes our 12. And you'll notice that we have 10 right there. So we might as well make a hundreds place. So move this over. Then move 1 over for the hundreds place. So this should be good now. Now we have this much more. So we got move 2. And then we got to make 10 to make 12. 10 left over, so we're going to move this 1 over here, 10, and then we might as well move 1 more just so we can have this at the beginning. So we have 120 so far, so I'll move another 1, and we're going to do 12 more. This is 10, move that over, then we have 2 left over to make 12, 132, and then our last one, we've got 12 more to move. We got 8 right here, so that means we have 4 left over. Move 1 in the tens place, and then move 4 right there. And we've gone through all 12 up here. So 12 times 12 is 144. So that's how you do multiplication. Now division, once again, is the opposite of multiplication pretty much. So we're going to have the number that we're dividing at the top, or if you prefer to have it on the bottom. But I'm going to do it on the top, so let's try dividing 9 divided by 3. So we're going to put 9 up here, and we're going to have our answer on the bottom once again. So what we're going to do is we're divided by 3, so we're going to do 3 at a time. So let's move 3 right here, and then we're going to move 1 down here, and then 3 right there again, and move another 1 down there. And then our last 3 up here, and then another 1 down here. So as you can see right here, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So that's pretty much how you do multiplication, or division. Excuse me. So now let's do another division problem. I screwed up and forgot to record this part for some reason, so we're doing it here instead, wherever this is. Anyways, let's try another one. Let's try 108 divided by 9. So I'm going to have 1 in the hundreds place, 0 in the tens place, and 8 in the ones place, and our answer in the bottom. And of course you can have the places switched around where the ones is on the top instead. Or you could even have your number on the bottom and the answer on the top. That's just fine. It's up to you. So now let's solve this. We're divided by 9, so that means we're going to be moving 9 at a time. We only have 8 in the ones place, so we'll probably have some left over. Now move 8 in the ones place and get rid of the 1 in the hundreds place. Move 10 in the tens place and take 1. And then move 10 in the ones place and take 1. And then we're going to move 1 in our answers section because we've done one thing so far. We have 99 left. So then we're going to move 9 again. And then we're going to move another 1 in our answers section. And then we're going to move another 9, but we don't have enough. So we're going to take 1 from the tens place. And then move that back in the ones place. And we have 9 that we still need to move, so then move 9. And then move another 1 in our ones section. We have 81 now. And then we're going to keep doing that again. We only have 1 in the ones section, so that means we're going to take another 1 away from the tens place, and we have 8 left over, so we're going to move 8. And now as you can see, it reads 72, so move 1 in our answer section. Then we're going to keep doing that again. We're going to move 2, and then take 1 from the tens place, and we have 7 left over. So now as you can see, it reads 63, so put another 1 in our answer section, and then take another 1 away from the ones place. We have 3, so we're going to take 1 away from the tens place, and we have 6 left over, so move 6. And as you can see, now it reads 54, so now add another 1 to our answers section, and then we're going to move another 9, so we're going to take 4 away from the ones place, that's what we have, take 1 away from the tens place, and we have 5 left over because we took away 4. And now as you can see, it reads 45, so now move another 1 in our answers section. And then we're going to move another 5 in the ones section because that's what we have. Take away 1 in the tens place, move that back, and we now have 4 left over. So we're going to move 4, and now as you can see, it reads 36. So move 1 in our answers section. Then we're going to move 6 because that's what we have in our ones place. Take away 1 from the tens place, and now we have 3 left over. So take away another 3 from the ones place. It reads 27 now. And move our 1 in the answers section, and then we're going to do that again. We're going to take away 7 because that's what we have in the ones place. Take away another 1 from the tens place, move that back, and we have 8 left over, I believe, so, or 2 left over, so move the 2, and now it reads 18. So move another 1 in our answers section, and then we can add 1 to the tens place of our answers section, and then move all the ones back in the ones place of the answer section back to where it was. So now it still reads 10. So now we're going to take another 9 away from the ones place, so we only have 8. So now we can take 9 away, and we're going to move 1 in the tens place, bring that back, and we had 1 left over because we moved 8. And then now move another 1 in our answer section. It reads 11 in our answer section, and we have 9 left. So move the 9 that we have left, and then add another 1 to our answer section. So as you can see, 108 divided by 9 is 12. So that's how you divide on an abacus. Now I'm not going to demonstrate how to do it with the remainder, but if there are some left over, like less than what you're dividing by, then turn the remainder into a fraction. So take the number of times you were able to divide it by, and then have the number left over as the numerator, and what you're dividing by as the denominator, and that should still work out okay as a fraction. So that's how you add, subtract, multiply, and divide with a 100-beat abacus. So now that you have an abacus other than that, such as a swan pen or sorbin, I apologize, but I won't be able to help you with them. But I think you should be able to find some other wonderful sources, such as these playlists right here. There's links in the description if you want to check those videos out, or playlists out. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something new. And yeah. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Peace.